Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wrestle Plug.
That's my job. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome back. Prepare. Hey, let's not start that early.
12 seconds later.
Don't do that. It's bad. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Wrestle Plug podcast. At this point, I'm amazed anyone fucking bothers. I really am. I don't personally bother watching it back. I edit it. I think that looks really good. I'll stick that out. And then some people message me and go, that was pretty good. Or they go, hey, fuck you, abortion guy. And I'm like, okay, cool. Thank you very much for your comments. I'm Aeron Nix, the Egyptian Death Machine. Not to mention a videographer, announcer, referee. I do pretty much everything in wrestling other than wrestle well. That's pretty much my story. Pardon?
Commentator.
Yeah, that's why I said announcer. But
is that the same thing?
Well, I mean, they're all, it's semantics, isn't it? Let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen. But the bottom line is I'm large, I'm Egyptian, I'm angry. And of course, I have my own podcast. And with my own podcast comes great interviews. And of course, you all recognize this fucking lunatic because she's been here before. She is, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the prettiest people we'll ever have on this podcast, it has to be said. And with all those niceties out of the way, we shall now commence an hour and a half of complete and utter bashing of the Isle of Wight, because she is, of course, OPW, Outcast Pro Wrestling's women's champion, CWP, Charity Wrestling Promotions women's champion. She is the intergender classic, the intergender queen, the queen of the island that is Luna Trix.
You make me sound so fucking good.
That's my job, pal. That's my job.
Follow me around.
Huh?
You just follow me around, introduce me. I walk into Tesco and you're like, ladies and gentlemen.
Can you imagine? If you when you when you scan someone in Tesco or whatever, and then you have to wait for someone to be clarified. If you just come on and go, the following shopping item has been bought by the intergender queen, Luna Trix. And apparently the ITV guy follows you around as well. So good stuff.
That's happening. Next time you come down, that's happening.
The last time that impression was done was when you were on this podcast last time round. When I last spoke to you, it was what? It was fuck me. It's like March.
February.
It feels like a long time ago.
Which I can't say that word. February.
February, yes. So meanwhile, in the land of English, I can't believe that's coming from me as well, old Middle Eastern guy. But when you were last on, you were prepping to face Tringo Ellie. And ever since then, you seem to have been on this crazy trajectory. So would you like to actually do anything remotely professional and talk about what you've done over the last 3 months? Or would you like to just spend the next hour being a complete shithouse with me?
Probably both.
Probably that.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Stop doing that! Stop doing that stuff. That's seriously, my Pornhub is going to be disturbed later. Apparently, do you know what's really funny? Actually, let's just go off on a tangent immediately.
Tangent word of the week. Sorry.
So apparently, I don't obviously we all watch porn. We're all adults here, and if you don't watch
porn.
Well, apart from Ask Cam and Jack. So the bottom line is, hey boys, how you doing? Bad sons, very bad sons. Logan, do not teach my sons about Pornhub. Disgraceful. I know what you're up to, you hairy bastard. And also, I'm their dad, and I'm the hairiest man in the room, pal. So keep your chicken fillets to yourself. So apparently, stop it. So apparently, when you can actually sign up to an account on porn sites like Pornhub or whatever else, I'm sure there's more, and you can have on YouTube it'll recommend stuff for you. Apparently you can do this on porn as well.
We've favorites.
Watched, Debbie getting railed over a fucking, I don't know, snooker table. So
you might like this dining room table we prepared.
So you might like this scene from 8-Ball Pool House. What the fuck? It's just I don't know. I find the whole thing very mechanical. I'm in, I'm out. Job's good. Not in sex, obviously, because I don't know what that is. But I mean, the process of porn
Wait,
very strange.
is this how we're starting this podcast? Porn
This is
straight away.
absolutely how we're
Straight
starting the
away.
podcast, talking about. Oh, please, let's not act like people are going to watch this thinking like, oh, do you know what makes me really laugh? We really should be using this as a device to get you more bookings because you deserve to wrestle everywhere because you genuinely are one of the most talented wrestlers. But ultimately, all promoters are going to think is that bird has her own personalized porn account. So, you know,
Don't.
swings and roundabouts. Yeah, that was said with. Yeah, no, me neither. I actually don't, but I will try it now. Anyway, let's get off the subject of porn and let's talk about something even more erotic, which of course is wrestling. So when I last spoke to you, you were gearing up for Dringo Alley. I remember that you weren't shitting a brick whatsoever, and also the last time I chatted to you, you had broken ribs, and that's probably why you were spending so much time talking to me. How do you feel? Like, how do you feel now?
I'm fine. Ribs are fine. Ribs are good. Ribs are good. I shouldn't do that.
That was fantastic. Check out the boys. Good stuff. Good stuff. Fair enough. What's that? We got more numbers. Thank you very much. Meanwhile, at the Wrestle Plug, how have we somehow gone over 1,000 subs in one day? I wonder what that is. That's because Luna Trix is money, pal. And yeah, the less said about how she gets so many subs, the better. The bottom line is she's ludicrously attractive and ludicrously talented. And
Spotlight.
can we talk, first of all, so there's flashpoints, right? Since I spoke to you, you had a match with Dringo Alley.
Mm-hmm.
How did you feel that match went?
It was okay. It was, yeah.
Yeah, very enthusiastic.
Because it was right. Because I broke my ribs like 3.5 weeks before, so I was a bit like, ooh.
And you still had a match against a woman who has been very prominent in North America, works in AEW. That's fucking sick.
North America? Is it still America?
Yeah, but North America also could technically count as Canada, I suppose. Like North America as a continent. Yeah, because apparently Pornhub was boring. So let's talk about geography. Okay, that's a good shit, pal. So, what's your favorite equatorial line? It's like, no, thank you. And at some point, somebody's going like, there's actually only one equator line. Shut up, Brian. Nobody cares what you think.
Why is it always Brian?
I don't know. Brian's kind of like a go-to name. I always associate Brian as somebody who's just a gimp who interrupts me all the time and just corrects me. Like, actually, shut up, Brian. He's basically the male Meg.
The male Meg.
Yeah, you know Meg from Family Guy?
Shut up, Meg.
Thank you. See, you do get some stuff.
Yeah,
I know, right? Do you know, just out of curiosity, who Frankie T is yet?
Yes, he's that guy. He had a match recently at CWP last night, actually, with a concrete floor.
Yeah, I was going to say.
The concrete floor went over.
Which is really funny because you would think, being at the base level of the ground, it would have a hard time pinning Frankie T, but Frankie T is the only man to do the job to concrete, as far as we know. You never know what's in Robbie Nitro's back garden. The bottom line is, you know, she gets confused very easily. It's fine. I love her. I really do. Let's talk about something somewhat professional. I want to talk about your match with Taylor James, because it was fucking sick. And because I was there, I had the pleasure of coming over and recording a show for Outcast. I was videographer for the day, never fucking again. But the bottom line is, it was a sick match against one half of arguably the best tag team in Britain, the Rebellion.
Not even arguably.
Well, definitely not that word, no. But the reason I say arguably is because, of course, we now have the new bromance that is Cameron Anderson and Victor Logan, and you can't tell me that. Let's be fair, you can't tell me that you don't want to see them face the Rebellion at some point.
True.
There you go, Cameron. I've just booked you against the Rebellion. You're welcome, kid. Taylor James, you got a shit kicked out of you, mate. But you also gave as good as you got, and I also. The thing is, right, the whole match is amazing. And I've really hyped up the fact that you are the best intergender wrestler, in my opinion, in the country. I think that's true. I do. And people are going to be like, what about Charlie Evans? Charlie Evans is amazing, but she's getting far more opportunities from the mainland, working abroad and stuff like that. And good for her, by the way. She's fucking incredible. But the bottom line is, you're the only person I see regularly having top quality, high quality intergender wrestling matches, and also shattering barriers, changing perceptions of what people think. We spoke about it last time, that some people have very dinosaur mentality. Oh, I don't like that. That's cool. That's your preference. It's wrong, but it's your preference. That's how I look at it. Sorry, it is. Like, you want true equality, but you're scared shitless when someone offers it to you. But let's be honest, Ronda Rousey could walk into that locker room and slap most of you about. Simple as that. And I would be very aroused by the notion of it, because Ronda Rousey is beautiful. And also fucking hard. And strong women are very, very cool and very empowering. It's a weird question, really, because I probably know where it's going because I know you very well. But do you feel like you're, in some ways, a spokeswoman for intergender wrestling? Do you feel like you're kind of like a beacon? Like, it's kind of, do you take it upon yourself? For instance, when I wrestle, when I commentate and stuff like that, I do it because I'm talented, but I'm also very aware that I'm one of very few people in this country of Middle Eastern descent who gets to apply their trade in wrestling. And I take great pride in that. Do you feel the same way as a woman wrestling men? Because there just aren't that many doing it as well as you do.
No.
All right, moving on. So
It just kind of happened because there's no girls, and then I wrestled the guys, and now I'm like, oh, this is fun. And then everyone's like, oh, you're amazing, like it's really good. And I'm like, am I though? Like, I don't know, I'm just doing my thing and hope for the best.
do you think every women's wrestler should wrestle men?
Yeah.
Because there are women's wrestlers out there, good ones as well, who don't wrestle men. And you could argue that they're limiting themselves and their ability to learn and grow as a wrestler. Do you think
I think everyone should wrestle everyone, regardless of them being male or female, because every single wrestler is different, and you're going to learn so much by wrestling a variety of different people, whether that be like a small girl, a big girl, a small guy, a big guy. Like, just keep wrestle. I just want to wrestle. And,
I knew it was coming. I was like, here it comes. The cheap shots have begun, ladies and gentlemen, and they are going to get fun. And the thing is, right, I'm trying desperately not to, because everyone knows I love engaging in a cheeky little haymaker to the side of the chin when nobody's looking, because I'm a fucker. I say this all the time. I don't play heel. I'm just real, fam. Like, it is what it is.
I like that.
But the bottom line is, what you do, you are one of the best at. And you're not going to admit that because, you don't like compliments and stuff, as we've established in the last podcast. Anyone who remembers, like, oh my God, Flap City. Would you care to elaborate on what you said to me last time we were talking about you flapping?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course you don't. We'll just move on, shall we? Yeah, we almost got it buried there. It is. The laugh gives it away, though. By the way, I'm drinking, so I apologize in advance for that. This is the world's first ever podcast DUI.
You shouldn't really drink on a podcast. I think it's quite unprofessional.
Yeah, I think we're a little bit past that at this point when it comes to professionalism. This is a really weird podcast as well, because people are going to go through our playlist and go, oh, Josh Alexander, the Impact World Champion. Oh, that'd be good. Who else there? Oh, yeah, the NWA Television Champion. These are really like informative. Luna Trix, very beautiful looking women's wrestler. Let's have a click on it. Oh my God. It's just absolute carnage from the get-go. It's just two mates being pricks, is what it is.
My favourite thing.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, it'll get more views than Josh Alexander. That's the stupid thing about this podcast. But I love it. I love every single podcast to do. You get such a wide variety of entertainment, information, everything like that. When I last spoke to you, you were very much the woman who didn't have a fucking clue about wrestling, got into wrestling, is really fucking good at it. Are you more of a fan of it now?
No, I still don't watch it or anything.
Nothing at all. Like, you don't watch any indies, anything?
I watch the American indies on the YouTube.
You said that like somebody who'd never seen the internet before. I watch the American on the YouTube.
As soon as I said it,
and then I go on the tweeting machine and I say things about life.
No, because I actually did that. I got Twitter, and then I kept putting out tweets, and at the end of every one, I put tweet at the end.
Oh, that's adorable.
Because I was tweeting.
Sorry,
I was tweeting a. Is it? I think we said this before. Is it tweeting a Twitter or Twitter and a tweet?
I believe it's Twitter and a tweet. I don't know. I'm not cool, so there's no point asking me.
Yeah, I used it for about like 5 days. That was it.
Weird old man, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old and Clueless. I mean, no, I wasn't saying that you're.
Oh, no. Trust me, it's a factual statement either way, but especially when it comes to me. I am old, I am clueless, and frankly, I feel unbelievably demented at times. I just do. And constipated as well, it has to be said. The less said about my arsehole, the better after the watch long we just did, pal. Jesus Christ. And by the way, I apologize in hindsight for anyone who watched the watch long before they came here. Maybe that's why you're here, because you watched the watch long before. I'll have some more of that. An hour and a half of that? Yes, please. No. So Taylor James.
Yes.
Match.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, he's very handsome as well. He's just great. By the way, I love Jack Torino. Jack Torino gave you the boing boing. Be honest with us. It's on screen right now for people watching. How fucking horrible was that? Like, did that hurt?
No, it's fine.
It's ridiculous. Like, you look like you've been murdered. Like, it's an actual murder scene. Like, I thought CSI Miami was just going to come, right, fucking get the tape up. Let's see, draw a fucking chalk line around her.
When they arrived, I saw Torino and I was like, I want to take the boing boing. He was like, yeah, you're not wrestling me, mate. I was like, I know, but I want to take the boing boing. Because I saw it on Insta and I was like, one day I'm going to take that fucking move because it's shit up. And it was so much fun. I like flew forever. It's like, wee.
It didn't look fun from my perspective. It's very weird, like being a videographer and watching your friends wrestle is a very different dynamic. I can go to hundreds of companies, I'll be like, whoa, that was gnarly, but there's no personal interest. Whereas with you, where you're one of my closest friends, I'm like, fuck.
I was going to say, did you not watch it and be like, oh my God, she passed away?
I genuinely was like, you have this image and you think the videographer is very stern and he's just like, and literally I'm just like, no, like, fucking, there's fucking like proper scared shitless. I was like, mate, because I don't like anything around the neck and head area. I'm not good with that. Like, I don't mind it myself, but I'm a bit of a hypocrite. I don't like chair shots to the head. I don't mind power drivers and stuff because they're safe. But when you see someone actually get spiked when they hit the floor, no, thank you. What we do takes a lot of training and a lot of safety, and it should not be disregarded. And doesn't matter how good you are, you're going to have moments, as we saw when you did your Poison Rana, which, as we explained, by the way, last time on the last podcast, is not buggering a snake. So, yeah, did a Poison Rana, broke your ribs. But that's a move that you've done countless times before. Absolutely fine. Didn't open your body up. Crack.
I'm just trying really, really hard not to laugh the whole way through this again.
Okay, that's fine. That's absolutely fine.
So
it's better if you do saying medicine. Stop saying bugger. Yeah, I know, right? Cool. I literally said it once. I love how you find that word really amusing. It's like I say old-time sodomy. Just very, very weird. By the way, this is an 18+ podcast, so if your kids are watching it, that's on you, not me. This is the GTA of wrestling podcasts. Nobody should like it, but for some reason, everyone seems to press play. I love that match. Is that, in your opinion, your best ever match?
Best intergender match. Yeah.
Okay. What would you say is your best match outright?
I don't know. I don't actually know because I love a lot of my matches, but like for different reasons, because all of them did something different to me.
All of them did something different to me. Like the way it's phrased is terrifying.
I know.
And we're back on the Pornhub. Meanwhile, at the customized playlist, Luna Trix. I have it on good authority that you can be found on certain websites, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, you're a very suspicious person on this one. Last time it was just outright flappiness. This time round, you're actually like in a comfort zone, aren't you? Like proper.
I got my leg up and everything.
Yeah, I know. You're like proper, like, right, let's rap, boys. Like that just reminded me of some creepy like teacher. Like, I'm one of the cool kids.
Yeah, I am. I'm down with the kids. I did stick my fingers down. Wait. Let me finish.
Keep going. This is good shit, pal.
What's his name? What's his bloody name? Jack. Aaron Cruz.
Aaron Cruz, yes. Why did you stick your fingers down the throat of my son?
Because I heard he's had bad lungs, so I just chucked him down to check on him.
Oh yeah, that seems like a definite like medical procedure that we're all okay with. I'm sure the doctors would be like, yeah, no, that's how it's done. Very much like when we have a look at a man's prolapsed rectum or whatever, and we're just like, right, we'll just put this rubber glove on. And
I did not have a glove. His
turns
little
out
face.
having your prostate examined is exactly the same as having your lungs
It was so funny. Oh, bless his cottons. Him and Cam are like the sweetest people.
Yeah, they were until you violated them with your fingers. Fuck's sake. Like, can everyone stop violating my children, please? I never thought I'd ever say that on Wrestle Plug, but I have. Hey, they're of age. Behave. Barely, but they're of age. Bottom line.
How old are they?
I believe
They've got to be like 19.
Aaron
20?
Cruz has just turned 20, and I believe Cameron House is 21.
Yeah, because Azzy Adams, I always look at him as like 16, 17. He's like 22.
22.
22.
No. Yeah, Azzy Adams is one of those, but he's one of those guys. He's just got such a young face. Like he's always like when he's my age, which is very old by the way. He's gonna look 20. Like he's just going to look young the rest of his life. Some of you have wonderful skin and should be very proud of yourselves. Well done. Whatever you're doing in the beauty treatments, crack on, mate. Crack on. Trying to talk about wrestling, but it's very difficult.
Sorry.
To chat about our mates in it and just have a bit of his bottom line. Tell me how much you love and hate Ebenezer the Geezer. When are you going to fight him? When are you going to fight? He keeps talking to me about how he's going to slap you around. He's going to fucking send you back to the kitchen, all this stuff, all this misogynistic bullshit, whatever.
He's a funny little sort, isn't he?
He's definitely a little sort. I can say that much, yeah. About 170 pounds soaking wet, but he's a chirpy little shitbag, and I love him dearly. What's going on here? When are you two going to face each other?
Wet.
Who's going to?
I don't know. I wish someone would.
Luna
kick him in the face.
I think he'd probably enjoy it too much. He just strikes me as I think his kink is kicking the shite out of you. I genuinely do. Like that's what he wants to do. And again, we're back on Pornhub.
He's at the point where he's like, I just want to fucking kick the shit out of Luna.
That's a bit better than the catchphrase, I just want to wrestle, but it is what it is. Yeah, I know, right? Cheap shots are plenty here at the Wrestle Plug, ladies and gentlemen. Cheap
I know what
shots
you're talking about.
plenty. Do you have dream intergender opponents?
Taylor James was one of them. Like I was buzzed for him. Yeah, Jackson Arrow, which is almost tick.
Yes, almost. Hopefully this will drop before that. But I wouldn't trust me with my penchant for editing. It'll either come out immediately or it'll take like 3 months. Knowing me.
Especially editing us as well.
Huh?
Like, editing us.
Yeah. So full disclosure, the first podcast we did, it's one of my favorite memories as part of Wrestle Plug, but it is also one of the longest editing sessions in the history of my life. I actually get paid really good money to edit shows, to record them, to edit them. Like I do, absolutely. Everyone knows this shit, man. And I do a good job, I like to think. But holy cow, it took me like 20 odd hours to get our podcast in order because there's about 3.5 hours of just fuckery. Absolute bullshitter, shithousery nonsense. Like I loved it personally, it was wonderful, and I still have all of that raw footage. That's a memory. When I'm old and grey, or if I fuck knows, I might be dead in 3 years. I don't know, but if I am, that's a great memory to take to the grave with me. Like, and that's cool. And I hope that'll be preserved somewhere in the, I don't know, the museum of bullshit. Like, just you'll be able to just sit down and watch two people have a fucking riot at a time. It's a really
so
good.
Funny. I loved it.
You should never see the light of day, but one day it will. One day we'll be popular enough, I hope, that we'll have a Patreon and people can pay money to see all our crazy outtakes and shit. That would be hilarious because there is hundreds of hours of it. All kinds of shit that should never see the light of day. Absolutely not. Who else have you got, dream opponent wise?
I want to do Darcy again.
It's fine. I know exactly what you're gonna say. Oh, Nick shit on our match last time round. I'm waiting for this. I didn't think it was that great a match. I was honest
It
about
wasn't. It
But-
was like
two of the best women's wrestlers I know. So it goes to show you're not always going to have a great match. But I tell you what, you two clicked in a different way. You want to run it back, obviously. How many times would you wrestle Darcy Stone in a year? Let's be real.
I don't understand the question. Like what? I mean, like what are the chances of me wrestling her in a
No,
year,
like,
or
you
if
had
it
the
was
chance
up
to
to
wrestle
me?
her,
Every
like,
fucking weekend.
Is
Every
it-
weekend. She's
Is it the best
amazing.
experience you've ever had?
Yes, literally. She taught me so fucking much. I laughed the whole way through. That is the best match I've ever had in the sense of the way it made me feel.
That's cool. I love that. I'm yet to have a match like that.
It was just
probably,
yeah.
probably the match I had on an Outcast actually is probably the happiest I've ever felt after a wrestling match.
I love that. I loved filming it. Like stood in the crowd, like, oh, look at Nick's go. Oh.
It's like a very proud moment. You recording me wrestling.
It was brilliant.
You're the professional. I'm just some fat guy in a singlet, and I'm just like, hi, I'm an angry Egyptian.
You did so good.
Tried my hardest.
That's
Do
amazing.
you know what's really funny? The fear factor motivates you in wrestling. I remember going out there and thinking, you cannot fuck this up because Tash has gone to bat for you. I take people's reputations really seriously. I don't take myself seriously at all. Not when it comes to Wrestle Plug anyway, but I take myself very seriously as a professional. And I remember just being shit scared of letting you down. And because of that, I probably delivered the best wrestling performance I've ever had. It wasn't fantastic by any means.
It was fabulous. It was fabulous, and I loved it.
It was a cool memory. It's very cool. It's very cool to think that can I just point out as well, I just realized this the other day. So Azzy Adams, ever since I launched him out of the ring and dumped him out of there like a sack of shit, he has not lost a single match at Outcast.
This is true.
The magic touch. They're all queuing up to get decked by the Knicks now. They're really not. But yeah, no, like it was cool. It's very cool to know that if I never get to wrestle again, which is very likely to be fair, that there is that kind of thing of like, yeah, no, I got to kind of do it the way I wanted to and actually display what I can be, which is nice. So yeah. Why you all right?
Yeah, I had an itch on my face.
No, just in general, you just look very much kind of like I'm very
when I'm listening.
Don't listen. I'm supposed to listen to you. Why am I talking?
12 o'clock midnight.
Well, no, Trix. Welcome back. Who's your favorite wrestler, my friend? Why is that funny? I'm just asking who your favorite wrestler is.
That I know personally.
One debt to society later.
If I said to you, take all your personal feelings aside, take how you feel, like any kind of like interactions you've had, and I said, I'm going to place, or you could place one wrestler anywhere and say that, in my opinion, is the best wrestler I've ever seen. Who is that? I know it's subjective, but that's why I'm asking you. Like from the volume of work, maybe you've seen them work on, you know, whatever it is. Who do you think is, in your opinion? See, the reason I'm asking this question is because you are not a wrestling fan, really, are you? Like, you're not super passionate about wrestling. You didn't spend 30 years like the rest of us geeks watching Raw and SmackDown every week. So for you, I reckon when you say somebody's the best wrestler you've ever seen, there must be a real legitimacy to that.
I don't know. That's a really hard question because it's hard to put my personal feelings aside. Because obviously, I love quite a few people at Outcast, and they're the ones that I'm going to focus on because they're the ones that I see day in day out. I love Kane. I love Kane so much as a wrestler. Like the virus came, Michael. Like I love, like I get excited to see what he's going to do next. But I feel the same way about Jackson. But I like the flippy dippy shit. I like the.
You see, I don't. So, it's like,
I,
and
I
that's
like.
what I mean by the subjective nature of things. Everyone's got something
Hmm,
different. Like, in
I
my
like
opinion,
the whole
the best one in the
like
world is Pac. Nobody else thinks that, but I do.
new.
Pac. He was known as Adrian Neville. You probably don't know who he is, but he's just
Oh
amazing.
yeah, Adrian. Yeah.
That's not his real name. Okay, that was
Oh.
his name in WWE.
No,
But
sorry, I didn't. I
you know,
don't know.
that's that for me. But it's who do you want to watch most? Like for me, one of the best wrestlers in all of Britain is the Virus K. Michael. And I get infuriated when anyone says anything ill of him because I think, and that's not because I've any personal
But
feelings.
that's the thing. Like Kane's not going to jump off the top rope ever. He's not.
I don't
Jackson is.
See, that's a lie because I saw him jump off the top rope and wipe out Voodoo and Damon.
He's not going to do a fucking 450.
He doesn't need to do a 450. 450s are for AEW loving gimps.
Which is Jackson.
Thank you very much.
But I love watching Jackson wrestle. I see Jackson.
But I think we're doing Jackson Arrow a disservice because he's not just a flippy guy. He can do everything.
But that's what I mean. He's got all the character stuff as well. It's like,
yeah, exactly. That's why he's one of the most talented and most versatile wrestlers in the world. He really is. But I can play obviously look behind me, Coliseum, right? So when I worked there,
Colosseum.
Don't do that. So
that's what I thought it said.
He genuinely thought it said Colosseum. And by the way, if the promoter, who I've already touted you to, is watching this, I apologize.
Oh, I'm not rude. I'm just dumb.
Can you imagine in the locker room surrounded by all the best wrestlers in Europe? It's like, oh, I'm not being rude. I'm just fucking thick as shit. That's just good stuff. Right? Yeah, no, that's very good. No, but so the example there is, so I'm sitting there, at ringside. I get the best seat in the house. I'm calling the action. And in my brain, even in that moment, because my brain just goes at a million miles an hour all the time, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, Luna Trix would wrestle with her really well. They'd have a great match.
Aww.
And I'm sitting there thinking, Jackson Arrow could literally wrestle anyone on this roster and have a great match. And but it's also that thing of like, why aren't they? Is that because it's the island? Is it because people just haven't seen enough of them? Are people not taking my opinion seriously when I put you forward to wrestle people? We've spoke about it on the last one, and we've obviously
I've told you before, White Link is the right link.
White Link is the right link.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, white supremacists have a very similar kind of theory.
The boat.
Yes, no, I know. I'm taking the piss, obviously. I mean, I don't honestly think that everyone on the Isle of Wight is a supremacist. It's a little bit unnerving that you called the Isle of Wight, but hey, it is what it is.
It's spelt differently.
Yes, I love how defensive you now are of the Isle of Wight. Like, how dare you? This is my island. I affectionately call you the Queen of the Island because I genuinely believe that anyone who goes to the Isle of Wight is tracked by one of Luna Trix's people. Like, I swear, when you go onto the cat or the ferry or whatever it is and you scan that barcode immediately, that data is pinged and she gets a bit of your DNA and she's just like, have him eliminated upon arrival at Ride Pier. Like, that's how it feels. Like a sniper is just going to I'm just going to get a sniper bullet through my head before I even get a chance to blink. Man, that's just how it feels. Either that or you'll be there to give me a hug, begrudgingly. It's
maybe
interesting dynamic. Maybe you get a sniper bullet, maybe you get a hug. That's kind of the interesting dynamic.
50-50, come find out.
All right, come find out. Come and play roulette with your life. 50-50, you might die, might have a nice hug. See how that goes. I really feel like the reason Outcast doesn't get taken as seriously, or the guys don't get as many bookings as they should, is
because we're on the Isle of Wight.
Yeah. Do you feel that? Do you understand that? Do you so you think that outright it isn't fair that you get, but you don't get as many bookings, for instance?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I love that.
No, I agree.
You look like you're defending your son at a PTA meeting. That's fantastic. Yes, no, don't you ever speak ill. My son is perfect. I get it. I get it. Like, you're fiercely loyal to the island, you're fiercely loyal to Outcast, and rightfully so. It's given you a completely different lease on life and a different, perspective of how life is, because you weren't in the professional wrestling business 3 or 4 years ago. And he's one of the more successful talents I've ever seen in it. Is it frustrating? Or are you?
Yeah, it is, because I've had quite a few promotions contact me like, oh, we really like the look of you. You're amazing. How much is your travel? And I'm like, oh, it's this, but the boat, which is 30 quid. And they're like, oh, bye.
Good talent is worth paying. I'll tell you what, Coliseum might be right for you. Just saying. Like, they brought people in from all over the place, and they were happy to pay it.
Yeah, I'm probably not good enough for that though. Like,
I disagree, but it's that thing.
Such a darling, aren't you?
No, I think
Sorry, I'm just taking my socks off because my feet are hot.
Thank you.
If you're wondering why I keep going.
Yeah, no, it's nah, don't do that. Also, $7.99, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, just so you're clear.
Dollars, not pounds.
Dollars. Okay, that is cheaper actually. Yeah,
it's like $5.20 or something.
I've never heard a more English phrase in my life. It's like $5.20.
$5.20 or so. I don't know.
$5.20, isn't it? Like, no, US dollar bollocks. British pound sterling. You understand me? Yeah. Talking about the Queen here, Governor. Yeah. All right. Yeah. No. All right. Talk to Nigel. All right. Don't want that loony money. Or was that Monopoly shite? Get out of it. Ridiculous.
Oh, and any money earned on OnlyFans goes towards my boat fee, so I can wrestle on the mainland.
There you go. Would you like to plug your OnlyFans?
Plug.
That's very clever.
I didn't actually get that. That was
of course. I'm not rude. I'm just dumb. That's what I'm going to call this podcast. Wrestle Plug. Do you know what? This could potentially be episode 600. That's what amazing.
If you don't title it, I'm not rude, I'm just dumb, I'll cry. That's actually amazing.
Yeah, no, we try and think of, like, when Ebenezer was on last time, I think we called it episode 3, upsetting the marks or something, like upsetting the dinosaurs. Like, we don't care. We just put in whatever. Yeah, I don't think people should take their content as seriously as they do in wrestling.
But do we have to do the word association game last, by the way?
Yes. Why?
Oh.
I mean, we can do it now.
Yes,
but
and then carry on because
you want to carry on after word association. Yeah,
because word association is really funny.
Surely you want to go to bed. First
of all, it's 2 minutes to 1. Second of all, I've got 10 days off, baby.
Okay, fair enough. Love the way you said that. I love how we're getting such an insight. Everyone's like 10 days. Why does she keep saying 10 days off? Like, yeah, she's just been let out of prison just for, a little bit of time.
For what?
What would you go to prison for?
That was my next question. Indecent exposure.
Hopefully on the Wrestle Plug. We need subs. No, kidding. There is no indecent exposure on this podcast, and at no point during this podcast was my boxers exposed to the world.
You're going to cut that part, aren't you?
I absolutely am going to cut the part with my crotch. Yes. Yes, I am. Otherwise, your podcast will be 18 plus, which frankly it should be anyway, to be honest with what we've
I clipped it, so.
She didn't. She's full of shit.
I fucking did.
Why would you clip my balls?
Wank bank.
Fair enough. That you'll be the only one who's ever said that. I'm now very curious. Leave in the comments below if you'd add Aeron Nix to your wang bank. At this point, people are saying literally. I can hear the quality who's like, "Why did we hire him to do commentary? What is wrong with us? This guy went out there and stood there in front of hundreds of people and introduced himself and was somewhat professional and cordial, and now he's talking about wank banks." Like, what the shit? Like, I'll tell you what, mate, you ain't getting this from Simon Miller at What Culture. By the way, lovely guy. Real pleasure to meet. Simon Miller, who, yeah. Actually, his catchphrase is why, not who, which is really funny.
Sorry.
So,
that's actually quite funny.
Yeah, he's a very famous YouTube personality. He's also a really good wrestler. So, yeah.
I know the YouTube channel.
Yes, we know many YouTube channels.
The Simon one.
The Simon one.
Is that the one?
Not Durden's YouTube channel, you know that, right? Turns out Simon Miller, slightly more famous.
I might be wrong, actually. I'm going to move on.
Oh, God. It's called What Culture?
Yeah, I know that.
Very good. There you go. See, she's learning. She is slowly becoming a fan. Although, obviously, I'm sure you watch Wrestle Plug more than you do What Culture.
I've never watched what is it?
Watch Culture.
What's it called?
What Culture?
Watch culture.
What Culture?
What culture?
What? The aggression on the what? Why are we doing this? And people are literally sitting there going, is this still going on? Come on, guys, wrap it up.
I think people will sit here and be like, what is wrong with this woman?
I must admit, I remember the first time you came on this podcast and the amount of compliments I got from people saying how warm, how funny, how different you
They'll
are.
be eating their words now, won't they?
Yeah, but there's that thing of like wrestlers come on, like, and I'm not knocking anyone. I'm very grateful for any wrestler that's given me their time. Some of them can be very robotic. They're so worried about their reputation. Like, yes, very much like that. I thought you were throwing up the X there, like Dan Barnes.
Oh no, I was I was trying to do the robot.
Either that, or he was trying to, like, repel the voodoo curse. It's your robot dancing is fascinating.
Is it not? It's not good.
Little bit of turn on. It's all right.
Higher.
Don't do that. This is losing. This one's losing control of itself real quick. Right, we're gonna get things back on track. I'm gonna disappear from the screen for a moment, ladies and gentlemen. The reason for that.
Where are you going?
So I always do word association. I have a list on my iPad. I used my iPad. I used my iPad last night.
How many bourbons?
Hey, I just want to wrestle. So, fuck's sake. Edits. No, fuck it. Leaving that in. I'm leaving the wank back fan, that's for sure.
Carry on, love.
Carry on, love. Again, things that you probably don't want to hear in bed. So there it goes. Although sometimes it's, if you hear them gag, you know what, we're not getting into that. But the bottom line is it's time for the word association round.
Yeah.
I feel like I should have a jingle, like word association, or some bullshit like that. And then
whatever that was, do it again every time. That was money.
Yeah, because the Impact World Champion cannot wait to come back on here and do word association with the gimp who does the fucking jingles. Right.
Word association. Yeah, it's caught on already.
Don't do that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for word association. No.
So excited.
You should be so excited. So, Luna Trix, you know the score. Everyone at home knows the score. I will give you a name from the wrestling industry.
A word.
Close to home, could be further away.
Wait, no. Shouldn't it be name association?
No, because the idea is that you're giving us a word associated with the
Oh,
name.
because
Apparently, Luna Trix has got creative ideas all of a sudden. Apparently, all of a sudden, Luna Trix wants to book the Wrestle Plug, pal.
What did I say about being dumb earlier?
She's not rude. She's just dumb. Third time's the charm. So, I have a list of names here. We're going to read them out, and you're going to give us one word to describe these people. Now, if you want to elaborate on it and give us more detail, we always allow you to.
I'm so excited.
No sitting on the fence, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to start with something nice and easy. Darcy Stone. One word.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You didn't even finish your sentence.
Yeah, I know, right? Fucking right in there.
I love her so much.
So do I.
Sorry.
She's magical. She really is.
Right.
She's a fucking credit to how great our business is. She really is. There's not enough people like that. There just isn't. So, anything else you want to elaborate on, or just you're good, yeah?
I have a really lovely story, but I don't think it's the right time to tell it yet. But she's a beautiful person.
She is a beautiful person, yeah. And we, you know what? It's your podcast. You tell it at your disclosure. Frankie T.
Who?
Excellent. Robbie Nitro.
Lashes. They're amazing.
It will always be potato, and you are wrong. Also, my eyelashes are better than his. I'm just saying.
We'll compare one day.
Again, things you don't want to hear in bed. So we're on a roll here. It's again something you don't want. No, no more. Moving on very swiftly. Sky Smithson.
I have so many words. I do. Oh, my brain's like, pick one. Fucking Sky Smithson is fucking Sky Smithson. Like, Jesus fuck. Have you seen her?
That is such a cool thing to say though. Like, she's Sky Smithson.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know who Sky
literally.
Smithson is, you shouldn't be in this fucking business. Yeah, like I'd say Queen. That's because I call her my queen all the time.
She's amazing.
She's the queen of
like,
professional wrestling.
I watch her, I'm like,
Yeah, no, she's a jaw-dropping talent. And, you know, two of the people we've already mentioned, I've seen Sky Smith and Darcy Stone wrestle each other. You know,
I want to see that. I bet that's amazing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm sure if you ask Varsity very nicely, they will be more than happy for me to link you to that match. A phenomenal contest between two of the best women's wrestlers. Okay. Two of the best wrestlers. Never mind women's wrestlers. Just two of the best wrestlers. Full stop. Phenomenal. And also two of the coolest, kindest, and most beautiful people I've ever met on this earth. The Virus, K. Michael. That's a good word.
Fucking Kane, like.
Fucking Kane.
The fucking Kane, like.
Fucking Kane.
Kane's like. Fucking Kane, like.
Fucking Kane.
What?
You sound like an Australian having a meltdown. You're fucking Kane, right? Fuck.
It's fucking Kane.
That fucking virus.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, no.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, he's jaw dropping, is what he is. Axel Chaos.
Port.
As in the alcohol.
Wait, no, it's not port. It's a different alcohol. What is it? Slow gin.
Hyphenated, I assume.
One word, right?
Yeah, sure, why not? Does he make his own slow gin, does he?
No, Goffy does. And Mike came back here
used
to drink it. And a lot of dancing in my kitchen.
That's absolutely fair. Yeah. I just, when he says slow gin, all I can think about is, like, full disclosure, I used to be a postman. Horrible job. One of the worst you could possibly have. Like, it's a miserable job and you're a treat.
I kind of feel a bit miffed about that.
What? That I used to be a postman?
No, that you didn't wear shorts.
Okay. Anyway,
all postmen wear shorts. Have you, that's a thing.
Yeah,
right?
during the summer maybe.
And you didn't.
But like in the winter, I'd always have. I just like wearing trousers. I thought I always look better in trousers and shorts. I just do. I'm a trousers man. What can I say? I'm a man who likes his trousers. And also, people don't want to see my goddamn turkey legs.
But those thighs, though.
Enough for that, please. Actually, like, if I had to be pushed to say, do I have a nice physical feature? Probably my legs. They're all right. They're in good nick because of 17 years of being a fucking postman. Anyway, the original story before 10 years ago when we got fucking ran off track was I remember my friend Colin gave me 2 liters of slow gin that had been distilled for like a year and a half in blueberries, and I just remember getting full disclosure. I think it's long enough now that I won't get in trouble for it. The statute of limitations. Yeah, I just got fucking black-eyed drunk on slow gin because I was really ill and it kind of numbed all the pain. And I went out and delivered for 6 hours. Absolutely off my fucking face. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas. Here's your sign here, please.
Have that in your letterbox, bitch.
Yeah, I was literally just like being a fucking prick. I was lobbing parcels over the fence. I was just saying I was being a fucking maniac. So yeah, not proud of it, but it is what it is. Also, slow gin. It's good shit, pal. So, yo, Goffy, I'll about 3 liters, please. No, actually, don't give me alcohol. It's a bad point. Now, speaking of which, Drew Wilson.
Fucking hot stuff. Is that not? Is that?
Yeah, I mean, it's accurate. He's well fit. So, it is what it is. I
My
mean,
fucking husband. He's
yeah, but even if he
tasty.
wasn't, come on, look at him. Everyone fancies him. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
I don't.
Yeah. Although KM Lane is definitely a better hugger. So,
You're gonna upset him.
he'll be fine, please. Also, KM Lane is beautiful. Like,
I haven't met him yet.
when you meet him, you'll
I'll be
really...
the judge of that.
Well, yeah, you can be the judge of it, but I'm the one who's right. Let's just make something very clear. My opinions are always correct. This is the Wrestle Plug. I'm always correct. It's really not the case. LA Taylor.
Nice guy.
That's funny because she's a woman. But
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
oh my god. Oh my god.
that.
And not only that, one of the hottest, most beautiful, most powerful women's wrestlers in the UK.
I'm so
Went to
sorry.
Coliseum last night, and she's a bloke. And I can tell you what, that is staying in. Good shit, mate.
I'm so
Congratulations.
sorry.
I tell you what, if ever you get a chance to wrestle her, though, this is perfect fucking gimmick, isn't it? I remember when the Trix called me a man, and now I'm gonna beat the crap out of her like one.
Well, why did you set me up like this?
You got buried, mate.
Fuck.
Buried, fam.
I'm
Buried.
sorry. I apologize.
She doesn't. She genuinely thinks you're a geezer. When you see her, you'll be like, wow, because she's super beautiful and lovely.
Oh.
Gave her the biggest hug last night, and I was like, I missed you so much. Like, I love her. I think she's great.
Oh, I feel like a right cunt now. Jesus.
Yeah, no, she's wonderful. Or he, whatever, however she prefers to identify. Look at the shame.
I knew you were gonna fuck me somehow, Nix.
There's a line that I fucking.
Oh
now,
no.
Now, talking about things you do want to hear in bed. Lord have mercy. So sexually aggressive tonight, honestly.
God.
Right. Back to word association. Let's try something a little easy, shall we? Victor Logan.
Hairy.
It's very hairy, but he's not as hairy as me.
Really? Do you think?
No, I'm not taking my top off. Absolutely not. But we do both have chicken fillets in our pants. Although my pants are pink.
They are.
Meanwhile, the wank bag.
Stop.
Stop, she says. That's rich. Anyone else want to appropriate gender-wise? The new ammunition has arrived. Every time you get chirpy, I'm like, LA Taylor.
I'm sorry.
I've got you, sucker. I've got you. You know me, I'd never bury you. But it is going to be really funny when I see her in the next Coliseum. Hey, how's it going? And she'll be like, are you all right? I'll be like, yeah, no, I'm absolutely fine. You very beautiful woman, you. Lord have mercy.
Ooh.
All right. Azzy Adams.
Kid. Outcast kid. Get it? Yeah. See what I did there? Yeah.
Yep. One word, son. Family, mate. Family. Love my son dearly. Love all my wrestling sons. Got way too many, actually. Where's mum? Oh, okay. No, Victor Logan, you can't put on a dress and pretend to be mum. Stop. Get out of my DMs. It's ridiculous. He's really cool. I really like Victor Logan. Really great talent. And yes, you're right. He is hairy. Let's see. John Cena.
I don't know. I can't see him. Yeah, because I know who that is. Yeah.
You are definitely becoming a wrestling fan if you made that. Yo, you are becoming a wrestling fan. You were so happy there, weren't you? So happy. You're super proud of that. That's very cool. Yeah. All right, let's zone in on Outcast a little bit. JJ Belair.
Fucking love JJ. Wait, one word.
Not one word. So language, man, really. Because wank bank wasn't offensive at all.
Men.
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 Yeah, see, I listen to everything.
That's
Everything goes in there. Seriously.
That's my one word.
Yeah, no. Autistic blueprint, I am. No, ridiculous on that. Really good. Yeah. No, that's very cool. I like that. It's a nice little callback. H.J. Williams.
Huzzah!
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 He should be announced like that, shouldn't he? Huzzah! That's good. I like
Cage.
that. Okay. Whereabouts have you put him?
He borrowed a dog kennel off me.
Oh, okay. I thought you legitimately locked him in a cage as a teacher. I know what you're like. You're very unhinged. You get very angry. And trust me, on the Isle of Wight, if you upset people, you end up in cages. Then you end up being dunked in the sea for longer than you really should.
Maybe, baby.
You haven't said that in ages. Meanwhile, back at Ryde Pier, when people are drowning. Ajax.
Skirt. I said it really weird. It came
Oh, you said skirt.
Skirt.
Yeah, skirt. Skirt.
Skirt.
Skirt. Yeah, lose the skirt, pal. Although you don't have a problem, even though he wears a skirt, you still identify him as a man, right? Love you. Don't tell me you're not having a great time. I can tell you are. So adorable. Jackson Arrow.
Okay, my word for Jackson Arrow is organized.
It's a good word. It's a good word. Right. I want to zone in on some people who don't get enough love. And you know me, I'm always very much about making sure everyone gets the love and credit they deserve. So
Okay.
I have some names here. Daniela, should I say?
One word. I can't do it in one word.
My word is bombastic. Just larger than life. Like, so cool. I really love that. It's a real sweetheart. One word, pal. No sitting on the fence.
Amazeballs.
It's good stuff. For anyone watching, by the way, she is a wonderful part of the Outcast crew who helps out with merch on show days.
Not just merch, like she calms my flap down.
This is fucking.
Just cut it here.
This shit is gold.
Fucking Jesus fuck.
She calms that down again. Do you know what? That's going in the things you would like to hear in bed. Good stuff. Well done, pal. Keep drinking your wine. You'll be fine. Drinking your wine, you'll be fine. There's a catchphrase that you should have for Rosé. Can you please tell me
your
what
bourbon and you'll be certain. What?
Drink your bourbon and you'll be certain. That's. You just made that up.
Yeah, why?
It's because it's very good.
I may
not what I expect from you at all.
I may look dumb, but I'm clever. That was it, right?
No, the line was, "I'm not rude, I'm just dumb."
God damn it!
So you actually went completely the opposite way, but also proved your point at the same time, which is I am. So well done, you. How about the world's best camera operator in professional wrestling?
Fuck me.
Yeah,
that's my words actually to Molly. She fucking
Wow, the sexual energy in here.
Everyone knows how I feel about Molly. Like, Jesus fuck, have you seen her? Whew.
I ain't touching that subject. You can get fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, you can get fucked. That's why I said you can. I can't. At this point, we're well past. Yeah, no, she's. I'm so impressed. So impressed. And also the fact she's actually been working these shows for a while, hasn't she? She takes tickets on the door. She puts in a lot of work. Like, people
always
in
has
wrestling. It's a big bugbear of mine. Maybe it's because I work on crews a lot and things like that. But respect the people who work on the shows, who help make it look the way it does. If you don't have those people in place, you don't have a videographer, if you don't have
the show wouldn't exist.
Exactly that. You know, but it's very, for me, indicative of the world we live in. We sort of take all the workers for granted. Look at the way politicians treat the working class, for instance.
Oh God, don't get me started on politics. I know so much about it.
She's not. She's not rude. She's just dumb. Absolutely. Yeah, Molly's wonderful. She really is. She's very cool. The MC that is Baka.
That's my fucking shit. Baka! Baka!
Fair enough. That's got to be the word, hasn't it?
Yeah, do you know what? I'll just take it. Yeah. Baka, Baka. Bird call. Becca. Becca bird. My bird, Becca.
There's a lot of bees going on. Very good. Very, very good. I love how you just had a proper seizure.
I love her so much.
Well, yeah, but about that like Peter Griffin when he's like singing everything's about
bird.
Very good.
Yeah.
No, you're right. You're well done. No, you're doing fine. You're doing fine. You're doing fine, buddy. We're all very proud. Right. Okay. We'll only have a couple more and then we'll wrap it up. So, Ebenezer the Geezer.
Twat.
Awesome. And Cameron Anderson.
What did I say to you the other day on the phone? I called him something. And you were like,
Cameron?
Yeah. And you were like, never heard him referred to as that. I think.
No clue.
Yeah, I said something.
One extremely annoying shift later.
I think I said something like fit or jacked or like, but I meant compared to Logan. So
I don't recall you saying that at all. So obviously,
yeah, no,
you've been chatting about Cameron Anderson, obviously, to somebody else. You get your hands off my children. You understand me?
In the nicest way possible, I didn't realise which one was Cam and which one was Jack until last night. So come at me, bruh.
Well, I can tell you what, Cam's going to be much more triggered about that than Jack. Cam and Jack do have this like very interchangeable kind of personality, though. They feel like they're kind of like the Ant and Dec of wrestling. That's how I
You
look
said
at
to me, you were like, oh, when you see them, one of them, when they get drunk, is it's like a certain word.
Oh, okay. We're just putting it out there that one of them likes to drink a lot, are we?
No. There was a certain word that you said you must say it to them. You must say it. They're like an animal when they're drunk. There is something.
Oh, demon cat.
Demon. That was it.
Mm.
Couldn't remember the word. Tried to explain that situation to them. Looked at me like I was dumb as fuck. Accepted it and moved on.
Just like this.
Demon Cam.
Demon Cam.
Now I know. Thank you.
Write it down because you'll forget it. Hey, you can look at me like that all you want, but the reality is this whole podcast is based on one premise. You're not rude. You're just fucking dumb.
I think that should be like my what do you call it when you come out to the ring?
Oh wait.
Announcement. What? Nix, help me.
Ladies and gentlemen, aisle 7. We'd like to make an announcement about Luna Trix. She's not rude, she's just fucking dumb.
Oh,
Also, aisle 7, you can get some Cinnabon.
Oh, I like that.
You like Cinnabon, dude?
Maybe.
How you doing there, buddy?
Good, you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I need to pee though.
Yeah, no, I can tell because you look quite. Yeah.
So keep doing that.
Yeah. We can wrap it up if you like.
No.
You want like
back.
Okay, cool.
The following day.
I do have a question for you. It's somewhat wrestling related, somewhat not.
Fuck. Scared.
No, you'll be fine. So obviously you work with your husband, right? It's very cool. Like you get to go to wrestling, you get to work with your husband. What? You wanted me to ask this question?
I didn't.
What's it like wrestling your own husband?
I don't mind. I don't mind at all. He fucking hates it.
Really?
Hates wrestling me.
Why is that?
He doesn't want to hurt me. He's scared he's going to hurt me.
I mean, he's a very powerful individual, but wrestling is one of those things where you kind of learn how to be safe with people.
True. But he did actually hurt me once.
Really? Do tell.
Yeah. In wrestling. So
Thank you for clarifying that.
he did a pop-up cutter on me.
That's pretty
And
sick.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, like my husband, he's very, very, very good. So
Yeah,
he's like naturally good.
Yeah. It's a natural athlete.
He turned up to his first ever session and was like, "Oh, I've seen that thing where people like do like a handstand and they like bounce off the ropes and then like backflip. It looks really cool." And Jackson was like, "Oh, that's something that you need to like work towards, like practice doing handstands, practice doing like backflips, like go to the side." And my husband was like, "No, mate, I'll just like do it." I just did it. And everyone was like, "You motherfucker." So he was able to do things very, very quickly. So yeah, we got given this like spot together behind closed doors, and he did this beefy pop-up cutter on me. But just because you can do moves doesn't necessarily mean you can do them safely. And it's not his fault at all, but we did it. And he put me up and I came down quicker than he did. So my bottom half came down and I literally bent in half and spent about 6 months in a physio and the chiropractor. It completely fucked the bottom of my spine, and basically my spine had bent and all the muscles around it had gone, "Fuck this shit," like tightened, and yeah, it was not great. Almost nip slip there, sorry. And my top fell down. The shock
I didn't even know it. I gotta be honest. Sorry, it's just not my cup of tea.
So, thanks, I guess. So
what you got? You're talking about your husband, pal.
So yeah, it's a bit shit. It hurt a lot.
Is that the worst thing you think's ever happened to you as a wrestler?
No.
Is it the broken ribs?
No, actually.
What's the worst thing?
Last night.
Taking a shooting star.
The potato shooting star.
You think that's the worst thing that ever
Yeah,
happened?
that's the worst I've ever felt. Ever.
Yeah, but
that beat
that
broken
wore off. The ribs took weeks.
True, but the shock and the pain and shock from the shooting star was much worse. When I broke my ribs, I was like, "Oh fuck, yeah, I've definitely hurt myself. Yeah, that's a bit shit. Like, let's move on." Whereas the shooting star took my breath away, and I haven't been winded in wrestling. I've been winded like with bumps and stuff when I first started, but I've always been taught, take a big bump, do something, breathe the fuck out, and then it won't happen. And even though I did, I breathed out, I turned my head, I put my arms out, I braced, like you can see in the video, I did everything right. Jay did everything right as well. Not his fault at all. We could do that 100 times.
Because he landed in the wrong place. So
but we could do that 100 million fucking times and he'd get it right every single fucking time.
I'm not saying like he's done it deliberately.
It's not a fault.
Well, he is, because he done it. So
yeah, but
it's like saying, "Oh no, my firearm went off and I accidentally shot somebody." But
it's like me giving you a fucking knee to the face, and like you don't actually take a knee to the face, and then that one time I accidentally fucking clock you. Shit happens. It's wrestling. It's not ballet, pal.
Shit does happen, but at the bottom line is like it's still a fucking mistake. You're still at fault for it.
But that was the worst. That was the moment that I was like, "Meh."
Yeah. That's surprising. Like I thought it might be something else. So the other question.
What did you think it would be?
Probably the ribs. Like breaking your ribs is so debilitating.
Yeah, it sucked balls, but like I knew it. Like
yeah, different breed, Gerard, all this.
No. I think the biggest thing was like when I broke my ribs, I knew I'd hurt my ribs. I knew I'd broken my ribs. I felt it. It made a squelchy noise. It was gross. I was like, "Oh yeah, fuck! I've really fucked my ribs." Whereas the shooting star thing, I was like, I've hurt myself, but I don't know how or how long this is going to last. And it was only about 60, 90 seconds. So it was more the fear factor.
Fair enough. Well, I'm done. I've got nothing else to ask you, to be honest. Anything you want to talk about?
Did you know that penguins
Go on.
like love each other so much, and they'll find someone they really, really love, and they'll bring them a little stone, and they'll mate for life, and it's really cute. Is that not a thing?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for
fun
watching.
fact of the day.
Been quite the podcast. Very, very heavy. Luna Trix, social media. Where can
And tangent. Word of the week. Sorry.
Thank you very much. This is not Sesame Street. Word of the week. Tangent. T-A-N. Fuck that noise. Kane loves the tan. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about social media quite quickly. Luna Trix, where can people find you on social media? Where can they interact with you? Where can they message you or talk to you? Or at this point, have you just given up the will to live?
I never remember the links, but they're down here because you told me last time.
Yeah, they were last time. If you're lucky, I might copy and paste from last time. Yeah, check out the description of the podcast. I'm sure you'll find it. Yeah, let's make it a bit longer next time. About 6 months, yeah, until the next one. Oh, please. Like, you gotta build it up. You gotta get stock. You gotta come back with new stories and things like that. Is there anything you want to say to people watching?
Watch the Wrestle Plug. It's really fun.
Bless.
No.
Could have said anything. Could have been earth shattering. Could have been like something really prophetic. Nah, watch
I tried
this.
to say something about penguins, and that didn't go down too well. So,
I mean, it was cute, but do I look like the cute type?
yes.
Answer correctly, fool.
No.
Very good. She's learning. Again, she's not rude. She's just dumb. Ladies and gentlemen, that's been Luna Trix. I've been Aeron Nix. Thank you very much for watching. Catch you very soon for more content from the Wrestle Plug. Very, very long time, I'd imagine.